All right, let's talk about it because I think that this is one of the major problems we're having in society today. And the major problem that we're having is definitely the inability for men to be their own man. Uh, what do I mean by that? What does it mean to be your own man? Well, to be your own man, simply put, means to be that you can think for yourself, that you can produce for yourself, um, that you can have an opinion or viewpoint and not have to necessarily or not have to worry about what other people think about you. To be able to provide and produce for yourself. Um, this is what distinguishes one man from another man. And if you're not able to be your own man, you will never truly have the respect of other men. Uh, and this is the problem that we're having. You know, people, they're not their own man, and they build themselves up off the backs of other men. And let me tell you, it's a sad thing to see. This is why you see people that uh, grow and they're nothing but ass kisses. They're nothing but bootlickers because they're not their own men. And everything that they have, everything that they are, um, they've developed off of the backs of other men. And let me tell you, this is why it's so important to be able to show and prove. There's so many people that get out here and they claim that they have done things, accomplished things, but they can't prove anything. It's like a perfect example, right? I have a corporate background. I have a resume to prove it. I have business cards to prove it. Um, uh, those are my accomplishments in life. Now, you would have one that would claim that they have a corporate background but can't produce any kind of resume, tax returns, receipts, or anything. It's an insult for us who've gone through the rigors of corporate life and has climbed the corporate ladder. Likewise, let's say somebody that was in the military, right? And I'm claiming, let's say I claim that I was special forces, right? Uh, and I'm claiming that I've been on these missions and stuff. Now, I've never been in the military. I've never gone through basic training. I've never been through, let alone all of the rigors associated with uh, the qualifications associated with being in special forces. And how would you think a person that has been in special forces and has gone through all of the training and all of the rigors, knowing that I haven't been in special forces, and I get up and I say, you know what, I was in special forces. They look at me because it would be an insult to them. They would be offended by this due to the simple fact that hey, they knew what it took to go through this stuff. They knew what it took to accomplish these feats, and I, then they have somebody like me that's standing up and claiming that I've been through all of this stuff when I haven't been through any of it at all. You see the problem? You see the challenge? You see the issue that one would have with somebody that stands up and grandstands and lies and deceives the people and claiming that they've done something that they've never done and can't prove with any kind of documentation, any kind of resumes, any kind of verification, any kind of IDs, any kind of business cards, any kind of any kind of information. Because see, there's always a paper trail associated with all of these things. I can't claim that I was a part of the army, and I can't even produce an old army ID. I can't produce one picture or anything that claims or verifies that I was who I said I was. So this is why it's so important to be your own man, because if you're not going to have the respect of other men. You're not going to be viewed by other men um, uh, in any light that any real men with any real accomplishments would take seriously at all. And this is why it's such a travesty for people to get up and claim that they've done something or claim that they can do something when they can't really do anything at all. This is why I say over and over again, you got a whole lot of people that'll get on and talk the talk, but there's few people that can walk the walk. So important to be your own man, even in a collective, because everybody brings different talents and skill sets and abilities. And that's why it's so important, whether it's in family, whether it's in community, whether it's a part of a neighborhood or a group or organization or association or a corporation. This is the importance and the power behind being your own man, because when you're your own man, you can bring value to the collective. That's quantifiable. uh, Men, be your own man. uh, Learn how to uh, produce and think for yourself, because if you're able to do that, then you're able to truly bring value to the whole. People that they're not their own man, they can't, and they can't stand on their own. It's sad to see people that can't stand on their own. That everything that has defined them uh, is based on a collective. Are you getting that? It's so important uh, to be your own man.